Like Ricky, Nancy Smith spent more than a decade behind bars accused of a heinous crime she didn't commit.
I drove a school bus for Head Start. It took preschoolers from their home to the school and then back. I went to work like I would do any other regular day, and my supervisor was there and he said that they wanted to talk to me downtown. And that's where then they proceeded to tell me that a mother made an allegation against me. She said that you didn't take her daughter to school on Friday, that you took her daughter to your boyfriend's house where she was molested. I'm like, go ahead and investigate and you'll find out that I didn't do this. The mother that started all this went to other parents and said, oh my God, my daughter was molested, you need to go get your child checked. What really made it escalate was that they found no signs of abuse on these children. So she went to the media and she was so irate that she went to the mayor and demanded that they arrest me for this. It was just like a witch hunt. It was a Friday. There were 4 cop cars and they handcuffed me in front of my children and they took me to jail. They treated me like I was some criminal. It was just like, I can't believe this is happening. I didn't do this. 10 months later, I went to trial. And then from there, it just spiraled into this nightmare. The stories were just outrageous. They were stuck with needles. They had to drink pee, or they said that I brought them to my mom and dad's. My mom would feed them cookies, and then I would take them down the basement and give them baths. And to listen to these poor kids say things that happened to them that never happened to them. When they said that they had found me guilty, I was like, oh my God, I didn't do this. She sentenced me 30 to 90 years. I literally lost everything except my life. It was probably about 5 or 7 years down the line that my attorney had heard about the Ohio Innocent Project, and they accepted my case. These are people that, when you're sitting in that prison cell and you don't think you have hope, these are people that come in there and bring you a little bit. You get law students, you get these kids that are in there and they're passionate about what they do. And when they start digging, then questions start arising. The kids were coerced, obviously. Judge Burge, of February 4th of 2009, he brought me back, and I went in front of him for a resentencing hearing. He said, I have absolutely no confidence in the verdict that was against Ms. Smith, and therefore I am acquitting her of all charges. I walked out of there a free woman. Never in a million years when I took that job did I ever think that anybody would accuse me of something like that. I did 14 and a half years. But you know what, no matter what, I'm free and I'm home.
Nancy also joined us, and I know that you're now free, but you had to do something really difficult to even be freed.
Yes, I had to sign an agreement saying that I would not sue the state and not take it back into court in order to keep my freedom.
So even though you're not in prison, this still is with you.
It'll always be with you. It'll never go away. I might be home and I might be free, but am I really free? This is something that I'll live with for the rest of my life.
How do you move on from that?
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta connect with God and just ask Him to help you to forgive these people. Because if you don't forgive them and you continue to keep carrying their burden, you're gonna just be a bitter person. And that's not what I want in my life.
Well, we're really glad that you could be here today to share your story. I want to talk more with you about some of the issues you're dealing with, the traumas you still deal with daily.